My wife said it so casually, I almost didn't register it. We don't need people like you. She didn't whisper it. She didn't say it in private. She said it at the dinner table, in front of her parents, in front of our friends, in our house. I remember the exact moment. The way the fork froze halfway to my mouth. The way the room went quiet for half a second before conversation awkwardly resumed. Like everyone heard it, but no one wanted to touch it. The context? Money. It's always money. 3 years ago, my wife Claire quit her job to find herself. I supported it, paid the mortgage, covered the bills, drained my savings to keep us comfortable. She said it was temporary. It wasn't. Instead, she reinvented herself online, influencer lifestyle, branding, entrepreneur. Her parents funded some of it, fancy camera, designer clothes for appearances. Suddenly she was talking about elevating her circle. I didn't fit that circle. I'm a contractor. I build things. I wake up at 5 a.m., come home tired, hands rough, boots dirty. I don't wear suits. I don't talk about crypto or networking events, but I paid for that dining room table. I paid for the house she hosted her elevated dinners in. That night, her father was praising her growth. You've outgrown certain environments, he said proudly. Success requires shedding old limitations. Claire nodded thoughtfully. Then she looked at me and laughed softly. That's why we don't need people like you holding us back. Holding us back. People like you. I asked quietly, people like me? She shrugged. Small mindset, no ambition, comfortable with average. Her mother shifted uncomfortably. One of her friends stared at her wine glass. And I just sat there, after everything, after the overtime shifts, after refinancing my truck to cover her brand launch, after defending her to my own family when they said she was using me, people like me. I smiled. Of course, I said calmly, and I stood up. I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I went upstairs and opened the safe. Because here's the part Claire forgot. The house? Only in my name. The business she'd started? Registered under an LLC I created. The credit card she used for her networking trips? Authorized user, not account holder. I went back downstairs with a folder. Everyone was still seated. I placed it gently on the table. What's this? Claire asked. Clarity, I replied. Inside were printed statements. Mortgage, paid entirely by me. Utilities, me. Car payments, me. Her brand investments, me. Even the camera her parents gifted her, charged to my card. I thought we were a team, I said calmly. But since you don't need people like me, I slid one paper forward. Revocation of authorized user access. Effective immediately. Her face paled. You're being dramatic. No, I said. I'm being precise. Her father frowned. Son, there's no need. With respect, I interrupted gently. There absolutely is. I turned to Claire. You think I'm average? Small mindset? Holding you back? She crossed her arms defensively. You don't push yourself. You're comfortable staying where you are. I own my company, I replied evenly. I employ 12 people. I paid this house off 6 months ago. That part made her head snap up. You what? It's in the folder. She flipped through the pages. There it was. Mortgage balance, 0. Her influencer friends looked stunned. Her father leaned forward. You never told us, he said. You never asked, I replied. I've never been flashy, never needed applause, but I build things quietly. And quietly, I had built more than she realized. Claire's voice lost its sharp edge. Why didn't you tell me? Because I thought we were building together, I said, not competing. Silence filled the room. Then came the part I didn't plan to say. But if you feel held back, I continued, I won't stand in your way. I pulled out one last paper, divorce consultation paperwork, not filed, just prepared. Her mother gasped softly. You're divorcing her over one comment? Her father demanded. I looked at Claire. It wasn't one comment, I said quietly. It was a mindset. The dinners where she introduced me as just a contractor. The jokes about my blue-collar aesthetic. The way she started attending events alone because I didn't fit the vibe. Tonight wasn't a slip, it was a reveal. Claire started crying. I didn't mean it like that. How did you mean it? I asked gently. She couldn't answer. Because there is no softer translation for, we don't need people like you. I picked up my keys. I'll stay at the lake house for a few days, I said calmly. You can decide if you want a partner or an audience. And I walked out. 3 weeks later, her circle got smaller. Turns out, when the credit cards stopped working and the sponsored dinners dried up, so did some friendships. Funny how that works. She called me one night. No arrogance, no branding voice, just Claire. I was embarrassed, she admitted quietly. You were steady, and I felt small next to that, so I tried to make you smaller. That honesty almost hurt more than the insult. I never wanted to outshine you, I said. I wanted to stand beside you. I know that now, she whispered. We're in counseling. I haven't filed, not yet, but I made one thing clear. Respect isn't optional, and partnership isn't about who looks more impressive at dinner. It's about who stays when the lights are off. Her parents haven't made another limitations comment. Her friends don't laugh at contractor jokes anymore. And Claire? She introduces me differently now. This is my husband, she says. No qualifiers, no smirks, just pride, because the night she said, we don't need people like you, was the night she realized exactly who she would lose.